Hey beauty babes, welcome to my channel. I'm Maria, aka agapelovegirl. Thank you so much for joining me today. Well, today I have a kind of exciting review to share with you guys today. I was gifted these via Octoly, and if you don't know what Octoly is, it is a platform where they connect brands, pretty big brands, some really amazing brands, with influencers. You would get free product. If you sign up, you get the product for free in exchange for a review. If you're not signed up, I'll put the link in the description box if you would like to sign up. I think it'll be a referral link. I don't know what I get if you sign up through my referral link, but that's what they provide. So anyways, if you want to sign up, if you've never heard of it or want to check it out, link in the description box. But anyways, I've been using it for a little while, and I will just say really quickly that I'm only connected through my Instagram. Apparently my YouTube channel is a little bit too small for their specifications of joining the site, but my Instagram page does qualify. So all my reviews, I only am required to do reviews on my Instagram page, but I thought since this is such a expensive product and I have them, I might as well do a full-on review here on my YouTube channel for anyone curious about these products, because they are very, very expensive. So I received these items. I'm like, oh, ah! Like, was so excited. So these, if you cannot tell, are from Christian Louboutin Beauty. They're beauty products. Now, the way Octoly works is brands have stuff on there and you can apply, and then the brand will have to accept you. And I saw these products on there and was like, oh my gosh, how freaking cool is that? I would love to try these products, because never, probably, at least right now in my current circumstances, would I be able to purchase and afford even the luxury of this brand. So I was like, I'm gonna try it. I, in my mind, knew that I probably would not get accepted, because it actually says the acceptance rate on Octoly. It's only 30%. They only accept 30% of influencers to apply. So I was like, I will probably never be accepted to this brand. I'm still way too small of an influencer. I've been denied by other bigger brands like Lancome on there and things like that. So I was like, they're never gonna accept me. But to my surprise, they did accept me. And so, long story short, you guys know I ramble, I apologize. I was accepted to receive these products. Now, this is part of their, and I'm going to butcher this badly, so if anybody knows how to pronounce it and can help me out, feel free to write a comment. But the Metalissime Rouge collection. This is a holiday collection from Christian Louboutin, and it includes their nail polish, and it comes in a really pretty box like this, and it looks like this. And it is beautiful, it is. But stay tuned, because I have some thoughts. I have some things to say. And I'm just going to show you the packaging first. We're just going to show you. So it comes like this. It does come, and it looks really, really pretty. Now, the lip gloss, which I am wearing, and I will have some demos to share with you that I will include somewhere in this video of me applying the lipstick and applying the nail polish and stuff like that. Anyways, and this is how the lip gloss comes. It comes in this nice little box. It has the Christian Louboutin logo there, and if I'm butchering that name as well, I'm sorry. Pops up like this, and it comes like this, and so it's really comes like a gift, and so that is nice. Apparently this ribbon that this lip gloss is on is a silk ribbon, and it looks like it's like a shoelace style almost kind of a ribbon. It comes wrapped up like this, and so this is what it looks like. And let me just unravel it. I've unraveled it back up just to show you guys how it came to me. And so here's what I mean by like shoelace style, if you can see what I mean. So you can tie it up. I know I've heard that this can be like ornamental. You could wear it as a necklace, or you can hang it up somewhere. It almost looks like a Christmas decoration or a Christmas ornament, the colors of it, because it, is that red and gold, and it looks really pretty. So, anyways, that's how it came. That's what the packaging looks like. And for those who don't know the price range on this brand and of these products, like if you're familiar with his shoes, you gotta know that this is gonna be expensive. That this is like, whoa, expensive. So this lip gloss is $90. Like, blood drain from my face, pale, like shockingly expensive. Way out of my price range, but yeah, so this is $90. And the nail polish, even more out of my price range, even though it's less than the lip gloss, but for a nail polish, because I'm not a nail person really, it's $50. So Crazy, I know. Some of you guys already know this, but for those who don't, I just wanted to let you guys know that. So there is a lot of info that I have here that came along with my review when I applied on Octoly that talks all about this collection. It's a holiday collection and all about the lip gloss and the nail polish and stuff like that, but I feel like it's just a lot to read and I'm already feel like I'm saying too much. So I'm just going to put that information in the description box if you want to know a little bit more like about from the brand's perspective of these products. But for now, I'm just going to tell you my thoughts on them. So I'm going to go in first with the nail polish because I feel like this is a little bit more of a harsher review than the lip gloss itself. Okay, so the nail polish actually kind of disappointed me. Now, I'm not a nail blogger, I'm not like super into nail polish and I'm not super knowledgeable about nail polish and stuff like that, so I find myself in a place where it's like hard to judge the nail polish itself, so I won't quite do that. But I will just say that the first day that I got this came to me broken. So I don't know if you can see right here, but I'm going to insert a close-up of the tip of this nail polish, and it's broken. And what's interesting is that I didn't do anything to it. I don't know if it came to me broken, like it was shipped to me broken or anything, because I looked all around the package that this was in, and it was in bubble wrap, but I looked all around the box, I looked all around where I opened the package, and I couldn't see any tip of this at all. I did open it here in my office, and I couldn't find it. So I don't think it was anything that I did. I don't remember bumping it or anything. I literally took it out of the package and then went and showed my husband, and he's like, "What happened to the tip?" And I was like, "What? It's broken." I was like shocked, like literally right after I opened it, it was broken. And that was really disappointing because I'm like, oh my god, I was like, this is a $50 nail polish and the freaking tip of the packaging broke. And I was looking at it, I'm like, this is just a like kind of cheap plastic handle. And I don't know, maybe I'm being too harsh, but I'm just thinking like for a $50 nail polish, I actually thought that this was metal. Like it looks like it's metal, it's shiny, but it's just plastic and it broke easily. And one thing is like, of course, like for this, you are paying for the name Christian Louboutin. That's an expensive brand, but you're also paying for the packaging. It's supposed to be like, look at this. I mean, this is a ornamental piece. More than the nail polish itself, this is supposed to be like decorative and like an ornament type of piece you display somewhere. But if it's broken, that kind of really takes away from that aspect of it. So even though this was gifted to me and I'm like so beyond thankful, and I don't want to bash a brand or ruin a relationship that I might build with a brand, but I have to be honest with you guys and tell you guys my honest thoughts. So just because I receive something for free or I'm gifted something doesn't mean I'm obligated or will say something positive. If there's negatives, I'm gonna let you know. And I have to judge this because it's so expensive that if I would have purchased it myself with my own money, how would I feel and react to it? And my reaction is disappointed. I definitely don't want to bash the brand or anything like that. I would never. I want to keep this very tactful, but just, I don't know what happened to this. Maybe it was an accident, but even just the fact that it's plastic was very disappointing to me. You know, the bottle feels like it's glass and it's very heavy duty, but the tip is very like, just lightweight. And obviously it broke. So it was very, very disappointing to me and made me very, very sad. So while I probably will still have it for display, like anyone who looks up close at it will see the broken tip, and it makes it, I feel like it cheapens it a little bit. And for $50, I would expect the packaging to really match up with that price range, because you know, that's a big part of what you're paying for, the display aspect of it. So that was disappointing a little bit. Now the color itself is super, super gorgeous and super, super reflective. It is a gorgeous red, that classic Louboutin red. The lip gloss and the nail polish is that classic red of Louboutin with a little bit of a twist, a little bit more of a shine and metallic look of it. That's what made this holiday collection different. And so it is super gorgeous. I have had this on for I think 2 days and it's doing well. I will say that the formulation, again, I'm not a nail polish blogger, so I don't really know all the terms, but it is kind of a thicker formula. So it is nice to the fact that when I applied, this is one coat. So it applied in one coat, and it's very opaque. So that is very, very nice. I just feel like it's almost like maybe because I'm not don't do well with nail polish, that it was a little bit tough for me to, because it is so thick, to spread kind of. I felt like, and it dried kind of quickly, so when I went to go swipe, you know, I'm not covering my whole nail in one swipe, so I had to do several swipes, and I felt like it kind of got a little bit too chunky or too thick on some parts where it looked a little bit wonky. So I had to be more cautious of that to make sure it didn't get too thick or too chunky, if that makes sense, on my nail, and spread it really evenly. Otherwise it kind of like, you know, when nail polish dries and then you try to go over it and it kind of pools. I don't know if that makes sense, but anyways, that felt like that happened. The other thing I would say with this is that the brush itself is kind of thin, in my opinion. It's like on the thinner side of a nail polish brush that I'm used to, at least. Most of them, you know, cover a good portion of your nails, whereas this just covered like a really skinny portion of your nail, so you really had to go over your nail, you know, a few times if you have, I don't know, if my nails are really wide or whatever, to really completely cover my nail polish. And like I said, that was in a way a kind of a bad thing, because it was thick and it dried, so it like pooled some of the polish. I don't know, I'm rambling on about a stinking nail polish, but and it's, my thoughts I feel like are a little bit more negative than positive, but those are just my honest thoughts, and I just gotta say I'm sadly very disappointed in this. If I would have paid my own money with this, I would probably return or be very upset. So could I recommend this to you guys? I could not recommend that to you. If you have the money and you want it just because it's Louboutin, you know, get it if you want, but as far as like, I feel like the quality just does not live up to what I would have expected from this brand and that cost. So that is that concerning the nail polish. So let's go ahead and move on to the lip gloss. Now the lip gloss, I do have more positive things to say about. One downside I will say is that again, the packaging does feel like that plastic, same plastic as the nail polish, which that is a little bit disappointing. Again, I for some reason was thinking these would be glass or they would be metal, and it just is like this plastic kind of feeling, so that's but as far as the lip gloss itself, like, it is stunning. The color is so gorgeous, and even though this is a gloss, it's not sticky at all. It feels really comfortable on the lips, and with a red gloss, those are very tough. At least in my experience, a lot of red glosses I use, you got to be careful, because if you don't use like a clear liner or some kind of liner, you can definitely get bleeding into your fine lines around your lips. And one thing I could say about this positively is that this does not bleed at all. I'm not wearing any lip liner. And I actually did overline my lips, because I always overline my lips slightly, because this side, it tapers in on my lips, so I like to overline a little bit outwards to match this side of my lips, so to make them look more even. And even with overlining my lips and not using a lip liner, it does not bleed at all. I did test this out previous to filming this video just to see what I thought, longevity, and I wore it while I was kind of working here in my office and editing photos and videos and things like that, and I think I wore it for about 2 to 3 hours. And I was drinking out of a straw, my little cup here, and it does transfer because it's a gloss, so that's to be expected. But what I noticed was that I would look at my lips in the mirror after taking a drink, and even though it transferred onto the straw, I noticed that it didn't like take a lot of weight, because this is kind of like a thicker gloss, even though it feels lightweight. So anyways, the pigmentation wasn't like gone from my lips. It didn't like completely wipe away when I sipped on my drink. It was still there for the most part, like looked really good. It looked like I hadn't even done anything to my lips. It's a very opaque, beautiful formula, very comfortable formula. The color is like, it's just stunning. And again, like I said, even though I wore it for those several hours, there was no bleeding at all. And here's where the downside kind of comes in for this lip gloss, and that is the reason why I couldn't wear it any longer than the 2 to 3 hours that I wore it, and it's the smell. This stuff smells like baby powder or some form of baby powder, almost like baby diapers, the way they smell when they come new, clean, you know, not after you use them on your baby, but I don't know, it's just like a baby powder smell, and it's very, very strong. And I am very sensitive to smells, especially certain smells and certain strong smells, and they tend to give me a headache. And while there are tons of lip products out there that have scents to them, usually once you put them on your lips, the smell doesn't stay. You don't keep smelling it throughout the day. It goes away like once it's applied to your lips. This does not. This smell is so strong that when you put it on your lips, you still keep smelling it. And I was thinking, because I didn't like the smell right away, I knew that. But I thought once I put it on, it'll probably go away like any other. And I just kept smelling it. It just did not go away, and it made me feel nauseous to the point where I was like, not nauseous like throwing up nauseous, but nauseous like, oh, I just couldn't take it anymore, and it was starting to give me a headache, and I was just like, I can't do this. So I'm very, very sad to say that I probably will not be able to wear this very long. It's so gorgeous that I might wear it for times where I'm only gonna need to wear it for a couple hours or something, but I cannot wear it longer than that. I really cannot take the smell. So that is an unfortunate downside to this. I wish that they would not fragrance these so much, because if you're sensitive to smells like I am, you're not gonna like this. And so those are the two downsides, the scents and then the packaging, like I said, is just not quite what I had expected for this brand. So that brings me to, would I recommend this? And like a huge part of me feels like, oh my god, I cannot say whether yes or no someone should buy this or not, because I don't know your financial situation. like I just feel like it's such a high price range. I can't say like, yes, go buy this, you need it. I definitely cannot recommend it in that aspect. But if you have the money to splurge, you don't mind that it's heavily fragranced, I do think it is a really beautiful and really great lip gloss quality wise. So if you could spend the money and if you don't mind the scent, this is the quality of the gloss itself is beautiful, and definitely go for it if you want to you know, spoil yourself or gift something to yourself that is you know beautiful, and you know, that luxury brand, because it feels good sometimes to have those luxury brands. Then I'd say go for it. But if you're someone like me who can't really justify or afford spending that kind of money on a lip gloss, then definitely don't feel like you're missing out, because it's, you know, while it is super neat and I like the gloss, it's not something that I think is like worth like breaking the bank over. So those are just my honest thoughts. I don't want you guys to think I'm unappreciative of these things. You know, obviously I want to give my honest opinion, but I know there might be some people who think like I'm just being mean or I don't appreciate the things I'm given, and that's not the case. I definitely appreciate the opportunity to receive these for free and to try them, and I think they're super neat. But because they are so expensive, I've got to let you guys know the pros and the cons of these, so you can decide for yourself if they are worth purchasing, you know, yourself. So you know, you can make a very informed decision on your purchases. So I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it at that, because I know I've rambled on and on in this review. So yeah, that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment letting me know your thoughts. If you've tried this brand or purchased anything, I'd love to hear your experience with this brand. I'm curious also if maybe, because this is like a holiday collection, if maybe the packaging is a little bit different, maybe a little bit cheaper. The price isn't cheaper, that's for sure, but then their normal non-holiday collection, because I know that with a lot of brands, holiday collections tend to be made cheaper and differently than the quality of their normal everyday collections. That being said, I'm not sure if this is even limited edition or not, so that might not be the case with this, but it might be. I don't know, but definitely sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear from you and continue the conversation. And if you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, please don't hesitate to ask. And with all that being said, I just want to thank you again so much for watching, and until next time, much love and hugs to you. Bye, beauty babes.